And I'm Venom. I'm just kidding. It's Dr. Michael Morbius at your service.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and in this installment of Versus, we're determining whether Morbius or Venom is the better anti-hero.
I'd love to see those two go head-to-head.
For this showdown, we'll be looking at everything from their origins to their powers to see which character reigns supreme. If you haven't seen the Venom films or Morbius movie, prepare for a few light spoilers ahead. Which of these anti-heroes is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Round 1. Origins.
What the hell are you?
I am Venom, and you are mine.
On an alien planet called Clintar, a collection of beings known as symbiotes live together as part of one hive. But one of these beings was rejected by his brethren and forced to wander the cosmos. After bonding with several people and losing his memories a few times, the symbiote finally found Spider-Man.
I feel... Wow. This feels good.
Although the alien made Peter stronger, the hero was worried about the negative side effects. Spider-Man eventually forced the symbiote off his body by exploiting its weakness to sound in a church. Angry at being cast off yet again, the alien found its way to Eddie Brock. Since they both resented Spider-Man, the two decided to team up. Their teamwork and bond created a new superpowered being known as Venom.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
After being diagnosed with a life-threatening blood condition at a young age, Michael Morbius became a brilliant doctor with a handful of close friends.
You have a gift. You always have. If there's an answer to your disease, you'll find it.
He eventually developed an experimental way of curing his illness. Unfortunately, the doctor's use of vampire bats and electricity on a boat backfired and transformed him into a being with a craving for blood.
And an overpowering urge to consume blood.
An uncontrollable Morbius immediately attacked his best friend to fulfill his hunger. Horrified at what he'd done, he threw himself into the ocean in the hopes that he wouldn't attack anyone else. But Morbius came across a boat where he fed on cruel men. Although he heavily regretted his actions, it was only the start of the living vampire's journey.
How far are we allowed to go? To fix something that's broken.
While Venom's space travel story makes for a fun sci-fi adventure, it's definitely easier to relate to the sympathetic Morbius origin story. His desire to heal himself tragically cost the life of his friend and filled him with conflicting emotions that are still intriguing to explore today. Winner, Morbius. Round 2. Relationship/rivalry with Spider-Man.
Stop! Spider-Man is ours, and ours alone!
Since Peter Parker taught Venom how to handle complex emotions and think like a hero, the alien wasn't thrilled about being separated from Spider-Man. The symbiote spent a lot of time trying to make the hero suffer. Their epic battles consistently brought each of them to the brink of death and destruction. After they went a few rounds, the two reached a mutual understanding and agreed to stay out of each other's ways. But extraordinary events would eventually bring Venom back to Spidey's neighborhood.
All right. Not that you'll be much help, but I can't do this alone. We're partners. For now.
Although they didn't love each other, the duo was able to see past their differences and team up on a few occasions. While their relationship has improved over the years, there is always the chance they'll be at each other's throats again.
I've got another idea. You think you and Iron Man can hold him off without me? Who needs you at all?
Shortly after a newly turned Morbius arrived in New York, he decided that Spider-Man would make a delicious first snack.
I'll feed on you! You don't want to feed on me! You don't know where I've been!
Coincidentally, Peter was dealing with a weird mutation at the time that could be cured with enzymes from the living vampire. But the confused and frenzied Morbius wasn't willing to help the hero so quickly.
You! What has happened to you?
Let's just say that you don't own the franchise on weirdness.
After a tense confrontation, the living vampire fell into the ocean, while Spider-Man got the enzymes he needed. Morbius would go on to emerge from the water and hunt the hero several times. But after a few encounters, the vampire decided to focus his energy away from the webhead. Unfortunately, Morbius has been manipulated into fighting Spider-Man several times. The two almost seem destined to be on opposing sides.
Back off! What do you think you're up to, creep? Leave me alone! Stay away!
For better or worse, Spider-Man has played a big role in the lives of Venom and Morbius. While it's fun watching him battle the vampire, it's more interesting to see the hero bond with his former symbiote. Their emotional connection and willingness to team up gives their relationship more intriguing layers. Winner, Venom. Round 3. Abilities.
Look at all the amazing things that we can do! We are wasting our talent!
Being a symbiote allows Venom to shapeshift his body in all kinds of unique and creative ways. While that is pretty impressive on its own, the symbiote becomes more formidable after it finds a good host. Its relationship with Spider-Man allowed versions of Venom to retain some of the webhead's abilities and transfer them to other hosts. As the alien has jumped from being to being, we've seen it shoot webs, regenerate its body, pull off tremendous feats of strength, and more. Although Venom is tough, it does have a few major weaknesses.
Fire and sound!
Both sounds and high temperatures could spell doom for symbiotes. Fortunately, aliens like Venom can get better at coping with their shortcomings with practice. Knowing its weakness alone won't guarantee you'll beat this incredible alien.
Together we are the Lethal Protector!
The failed experiment Morbius conducted did succeed in giving him a few convenient abilities.
Increased strength and speed. The ability to use echolocation.
Not only does he have traditional vampiric talents like super strength and echolocation, but he can also glide. And thanks to his rapid healing abilities, it is extremely difficult to keep Morbius down for long. His appearance leads most opponents to assume their old-school knowledge of vampire weaknesses will do the trick. Unfortunately for any enemies of Morbius, stereotypical things like crucifixes and garlic won't do much to stop him from attacking. And although sunlight does weaken him, it's not enough to slay him either.
Incredible. He's completely normal again. The sun must have done it.
The true weakness Morbius has always had is his constant need to feed. But if his opponent has blood, the doctor can easily replenish himself and keep fighting.
I went from dying to feeling more alive than ever.
As impressive as Venom is on his best day, he still has to worry about two incredibly easy-to-access weaknesses and needs a host to really shine. While you don't want Morbius on your side at high noon, he's typically a force of nature with a major weakness that can quickly become a strength. Winner, Morbius. Round 4. Live-action portrayals.
Time to die!
That's the spirit!
I mean us! We are going to die!
Comic book fans were pretty excited to hear that the talented and intimidating Tom Hardy would be playing the vicious Venom. Throughout his live-action outings, the actor has done a fantastic job of giving the symbiote an intimidating voice. Hardy's also great at making it appear like he's sharing a body with an alien creature. While those aspects of his performance are great, fans quickly noticed that the actor leaned more into humor than his darker comic counterpart.
As you couldn't protect anything, you are useless. You can get a job down here cleaning toilets.
I'm sorry! I don't know what came over me, please. Let me fix it.
How about it?
So I can bring it again!
Hardy's Eddie Brock and Venom are much goofier than most interpretations of the character, and the two movies he's appeared in aren't exactly flawless. But despite a lack of critical praise, his two financially successful solo Venom films prove that audiences are a fan of his interpretation.
It means that we are...
Fugitives!
Yeah.
From the moment Jared Leto appeared in the first Morbius trailers, it became clear that he was going for a more traditional take on the Marvel character.
There's a lot of mystery around this character. It's not a character who's had a film made about him before. I went from dying to being more alive than ever. So there's an entire world to discover.
The actor did a great job of portraying the pain of the living vampire before and after the fateful transformation. Leto was also able to drop the brooding persona at times to make biting and sarcastic comments.
I am Venom. I'm just kidding. It's Dr. Michael Morbius at your service.
While Morbius's distant personality helped sell the terrifying vampiric scenes, he wasn't always the most likable. Maybe Leto's character will grow into a more well-rounded vampire that gets to focus more on his conflicted nature. While we don't know if a direct sequel will happen, it would be cool to see this Morbius in another part of the Spider-Verse.
The multiverse has officially opened, and there's all kinds of opportunities for villains to meet up.
Leto definitely deserves props for going for a faithful adaptation of a classic character. And while Hardy's Venom is unconventional, he's also ridiculously entertaining to watch. His strong dual performance and the energy he brings to the screen have been rewarded with 2 box office hits and praise. Winner, Venom. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Round 5. Character Evolution.
What really made you change your mind?
You did, Eddie.
Although Venom is far more complex than it was when it served as Spider-Man's suit, it can still go back to its evil ways if it bonds with a bad host. The alien's struggle to not lose itself as it finds new ways to live has always been the most compelling aspect of his character. Despite giving into rage or hunger a few times, the aliens pulled off some truly heroic feats along the way.
Venom, get in the rocket. No, we won't let you destroy this world.
Venom has risked his life to fight evil symbiotes, saved innocent bystanders, and was willing to sacrifice himself to protect hosts. The being who was once an accessory is now a more well-rounded alien who keeps trying to be better.
Where will we go?
I don't know. Anywhere that needs a lethal protector, I suppose.
Oh, you really meant it.
Michael Morbius has consistently tried to make the best of his bad situation.
I face a choice: to hunt and consume blood, or die.
As he pursued a way to become human again, he helped people during his journey. Morbius has a soft spot for outcasts that find themselves at the mercy of wicked people. The Vampiric Man also teamed up with heroes like Blade several times.
What do you want, vampire?
To join you, to give some purpose to my life.
At one point, Morbius was even recruited to work on a team called the Midnight Suns alongside other heroes. Despite the vampiric anti-hero's good deeds, he has been known to backslide when he gets hungry.
Just accept who you are. The bad guy.
Morbius has even attacked allies when he hit particularly low points. To this day, he struggles to not let his own needs get in the way of helping others and himself.
You've been given a gift.
Not exactly.
Time to let go of what you used to be. Discover who you're meant to be.
Morbius and Venom have both come a long way from the days when they were just seen as monsters of the week. However, it feels like the symbiote has gone through a more significant transformation. While Morbius has to battle his instincts, Venom has to overcome his hunger, the influence of others, and his own kind to preserve his personality. The alien's impressive evolution is, frankly, marvelous. Winner, Venom. With a score of 3-2, Venom proved itself to be the most amazing anti-hero in this matchup.
Promise! I promise!
Thank you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.